Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everybody today? Hey, Carm. Hi, Susan. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Hey, Carol. Thank you. Hi, Sue. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for some fun today. How about you? Thank you, Carm. How are you? Thanks, Jan. I have had a lovely birthday so far, and it's only a few hours in. I got a love letter from my sweetheart. That's what I want every year. I don't need things. I want your words, and that's lovely. And my cousin from across the pond sent me, Jeff's aunt and his cousin sent me a video message of them singing happy birthday to me all the way from England. How sweet is that? Oh my gosh, it's so good. Thank you so much for all the beautiful birthday wishes. I have so much to blab about today. Like it's different than any other day. So we have a lot of things to talk about. We have my brand new art printable. I hope everybody has hopped over to the website and got that so we can paint together. And it is called Aunt Chris, after my lovely Aunt Chris. She is just a wonder. It was sweet, Kath. I loved it. What a treasure. I will hold it forever. So the thought behind the Aunt Chris art printable is I have always had a winter birthday, and that was, and I remember I grew up in the Great White North, so it's freezing on my birthday, always. But I always found snowflakes so beautiful, and my sister is madly in love with snowflakes. But when I think about snowflakes, they're so beautiful and delicate looking, but they're super strong, right? They can withstand these freezing temperatures and crazy winds and all kinds of things like that. And so when I think of that, I think of my Aunt Chris, because my Aunt Chris is beautiful to look at, but she's also very quietly strong. And so I just wanted to, you can read more about why I love her so much on my website, but I wanted to absolutely pay tribute to her. It's, I just believe in telling people what you think of them, how you feel about them while they're alive, while they're here, so that, I want people to know how I feel, and so hopefully you do too, and so you'll figure out a way to let the people in your lives know how special they are to you. So so this is what we're going to paint today, and she's one of a kind, and I bet you there are people in your life that are one of a kind, and sending a flurry of love. I just thought that was darling. And I tried to draw different snowflakes because, all snowflakes are different. And so we will paint this in just a little bit. Let's see, Carol. I did order the printable. Carol, did you save it to your downloads? You need to make sure as soon as you open that printable, you save it to your downloads. That's the most important thing. Because then once it's in your downloads, you can access it anytime and print it anytime. All of your art printables, you need to just save to your downloads immediately. So this is the new artwork. Oh, Lise, I kind of love her. I just adore her. And, I kind of like you and your sisters too. It works out well, right? I didn't, you know what? I should have asked for your sister-in-law's emails too, because I bet they kind of like her too. Um, or she. There's only one, isn't there? um, anyway. Hi, Maria. How are you? How are you? And ironically, one of Aunt Chris's daughters, Heather, shares a birthday with me. So that's a fun thing. So, okay, so truth time. Um I said that I would do gift certificates, and guess what? I said I'll figure it out, and I did not figure it out. So, Carol, you can still go back to that original email and save it to your downloads. Save that link to your downloads. Thanks, Heather. Happy birthday to you too. Anyway, yeah, go to your downloads and it might be there. You might, like, sometimes your computer just automatically will save to your downloads. Hi, Lucy. How are you? So if you are brand new here, if you would follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate that. And if I do not already have your email, please send me your email, either by asking to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott, as it is the third question in the questions to join the group, or you can DM me your email. And that way you are kept abreast of what's happening in the artsy world of Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs. Because there's always something fun happening here. So, anyway, but I think you might really want to join this group because it's the loveliest group of most supportive and creative and kind, encouraging, creative community you can imagine. So, okay, so gift cards. That's number one on my list to talk about today. So, truth telling, I never figured it out. I will figure it out eventually, but instead of a gift certificate, I'm going to I'm going to draw a name for different items, and then you'll email me and tell me what, like, I'll send you an email and tell you what you won, and then you'll tell me what you want, and then I will email you that, either that printable or that whatever the item is, I'll email it to you. So today's giveaway stuff is, the prizes are provided by me and Corbiere-Scott Designs and Funky Fossil Designs. I have 3 sets of stamps from them to give away. And then, so here's what I'm giving away. Stop it right now. It's a little pin. Yay! Oh, I'm so glad, Jan. So I created a little pin with the Aunt Judy art that I painted. So I am going to be giving away a lot of these. Every person who wins something, and then every person whose name is drawn, and maybe then even some others, I will send you one of these pins. I thought it would be a fun way for us to, celebrate making art together. And then the other, like I said, Funky Fossil Designs, my Blooming Wreath stamp set. It's clear polymer. I have 3 sets of these that we are going to be drawing for, and then I have, and these come from England. These come from Leeds, England. Aren't they beautiful? And they make a nice stamp, I will say, across the pond. And then I also have all kinds of doodads from my friend Victor at HAI Supply, Hobby Art International Supply. So, shall we draw our names or shall we paint? Let's draw names. Let's draw names. So also I was going to do the random name picker, remember? Well, that didn't happen either. So I kicked it old school and I just have pieces of paper. Just pieces of paper in a bowl. So, I'm going to pull names and then we'll draw for different things, right? So I'm going to not look and I'm going to pull a name. Sherry. First prize is one of my stamp sets. So I'm going to set that aside to send to you. And the next name, let's see, is, I should have folded these up. You know, you live and learn. Okay, and the next name is Cheryl Montgomery, and you win some High Supply. I know that's not what he calls it, but you know, it's cute. High Supply and a pin. So Sherry, you'll get a pin too. Let's see, Cheryl Montgomery. Put your name there. Okay, let's keep drawing. Jan Camelli, you win some High Supply and a pin. All right. So very technical. This is the silliest. Someday I'm going to learn all of those, you know, technical ways of doing things. But, okay, so next I'm going to draw a name for, hey Pam Johnson, for a art printable. So you'll get a free art printable of your choice, and I will, you'll email me or message me, and then I will email which one you want, and then I will email you that. Okay, Kathy Johnson, you get a free art printable. So I'm going to write your name under here so I remember. Okay, let's see. Oops. I wish somebody was here sitting. I mean, I wish that we had that, you know, that I could have Keely sitting here with me drawing names someday. Maybe next year's birthday. Okay, let's see. Da-da-da-da. Keely, you win some High Supply and a art printable. Keely Bowley. And you know, I'll also send a pin to ya. Alright. I just keep trying to mix them up. Why didn't I fold these up? This is so crazy. Let's see. Nancy Laberty, you win an art printable. And all the other, you know. Let's do another stamp set. If you already have the stamp set, then just let me know and I'll give you something else. You know what I mean? And I do have some new stamp sets coming out, so I'll ask. Maybe we can do this again, you know, sometime soon. Oh, sorry. it's kind of weird. I don't know how to do this in a way that seems like I'm being fair. That just seems like that's a little... Sue Curlin, you won a free class. So you just need to send me a message and let me know which one you want, and I will send it on your way. Oh, I said I was going to do stamps, sorry. Remember, some people's names are in here many times. Debbie DeLucci, is it DeLucci? I think. You are going to win some High Supply and a pin. Whoops. I should have brought some tape or something over here. Some people's names are in here many times because they purchased many, let's see, Michelle Simmons, High Supply and a pin. Let's see. Hey Denise, how are you? Michelle Pezza, High Supply. Look at those cute little penguins and a pin. I'm running out of clean space. Let's see. Sue Kierland, High Supply. Sue purchased lots. I'm having a blast on my birthday too. I am. For sure. Trina Flynn, High Supply and a pin. I have a lot of High Supply to give away today. Laura Sherman, stamps. Let's see. Where's a clean spot? Hey Renee, how are you? I haven't seen you in a couple days. Hope you're well. Andy Miller, High Supply and a pin. Andy just posted the most darling cards on my Instagram. Well, she posted it on her Instagram, and then I posted it on my Instagram. They're so darling. And I will tell you, the cool thing about Andy is that she will do a design, and then she will create like many cards with that same design, just slightly different. Each card is different. So I think this time she did my Unity Funky Flowers, the slimline, and she cut it and made mini slimlines, and I think she made like 4 of them. They're so darling. Green is your favorite color. Andy, I was just bragging about your beautiful stamps. Okay, Tony Tesler, High Supply. I am so running out of space. How many more High Supplies? I have 2 more High Supplies and 1 more. I know, don't you love Unity? Don't you love Unity? I love them both. Let's see. Carol, High Supply and a pin. Oh, Jen Schwartz. We popped out. How did I? Oh, golly. Jan Schwartz, High Supply and a pin. Okay, now this is my last prize, but don't be surprised if you get something in the mail from me. This is the last prize, the final stamp set. So I'm trying to not look, and I'm trying to, it's kind of a weird situation. Nancy Laverty. Do you already have them, Nancy? Do you already have the Funky Fossil stamps? Yes, no, maybe so. Anyway, if I did not call your name, just know that I will send you something. And it'll be amazing. It'll be more fun stuff for us to make cards with. So let's start painting. Okay, Nance, then it's on its way to you. Okay. So now, when I'm thinking about snowflakes, I'm thinking like blues and purples. Is that what you guys are thinking? I'm so happy you're all celebrating my birthday with me. I'm so happy about that. I can't even tell ya. So, I'm feeling like let's, whoops. I need a paper towel. Oh, I wanted to talk about this weekend's classes. So tomorrow is Bible journaling, don't forget, and it's the Sing art printable, and it's a guitar with some tropical flowers and some tropical I tried to keep the theme going throughout the whole printable, so there's tropical flowers on a lot of things. On the faux washi tape, on the on some lettering, all kinds of things. But I also wanted to so that's Saturday, and you can still register for that class tomorrow morning. We'll register today, but the class is tomorrow morning at 9. But then I also wanted to talk about inspire your heart with art. And yesterday I showed you the drawing of the spaces, because grid painting is one of the painting projects that we're going to use. And this was so fun. So I will also paint one along with you. I'll paint this one. And then we have two other painty projects to do. So that's Inspire Your Heart with Art, and that is on Sunday. So lots of art creating with you guys this weekend. How amazing, right? So I was kind of feeling like for the painty part of this, so painting these snowflakes, I was thinking like shades of Me Too, Keels. I love that class. I love them all. I just feel like the Inspire Your Art with Your Heart with Art is kind of a what do I want to say? Like it's very free. So for this art print, so for these snowflakes, at first I was thinking blues, so I'm gonna start to activate the blues and purples, but then I was kind of feeling like pinks might be kind of fun too. So I'm going to just activate a whole bunch of colors. And today I'm using the Jane Davenport watercolors, but I also have my Josie Lewis. I have my Currents from Prima, and I also have my Classics from Prima. Because, you know, I want to have all the choices of all the colors. So I'm going to start out with my lightest blue, and it's quite washy, and I'm just going to kind of spot, get some color down, like nothing. And I'm kind of doing the background too. And then let's get some of this little bit deeper blue. Like, I loved what we did yesterday with the Howdy, and I just love that we were really quite creative. And let's play with this purple. That might be cool too. We're really quite artsy, right? In our, and you know, that's the signature of Corbiere-Scott Designs, is artsy cards. Right? I like them to be just a little bit different from the ordinary. Kind of like me. Alright, so I'm feeling like this is, let's rinse that, get most of the paint off my brush, and let's dry it. I'm feeling like I want to do like an artsy background like this, and then I'm also feeling like I might want to do some water splatters on this, because that's just going to give us some more texture, right? Oh, you know what's so interesting, Carmen? I have never played with those Elizabeth Craft paints. I'm anxious to see them, like what their color scheme is, and you know. What color what colors are in the palette. I'm kind of wanting to, you know how hey Denise, you know how ice crystallizes in the window? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, this is getting hot. That's what I kind of want to emulate. And so I'm feeling like if I do, you know, see these blooms of color? Can you see that bloom? Let me see if I can, there we go. There, do you see this bloom? I feel like if I play with that enough, I can create kind of that ice crystals in the window kind of feel to the whole vibe that I'm kind of working on. So that's why I'm feeling like the water drops. That might be kind of fun too. Yeah, Distress Oxides. There's so many pretty blues and purples in there. I know. I know. I have a lot of them. I have so many of them that I think I need a bigger case to store my distress inks, because I have the oxides and I have the regular distress inks, because, you know, I can't deny myself any cuteness. So I'm going to tap that off and see what happens when I lift. Oh, loving that. Loving that. Loving that. Okay. So do you see how these blooms from the watercolor kind of appeared? I'm feeling like that might be... So I'm just going to kind of flick water. But I want to make it super interesting. So my thought was that I want to create something really textury with not a lot of bulk, right? So my thought is that I want to do my paint, my painted layer, right? And you notice that the deeper, remember yesterday, Jan, we were talking about the deeper your colors are, the more room you have for play, right? So what my thought is I want to create lots of texture, right? But then once I'm kind of done with that part, now I want to do the drops of water. So let's start to pat that off. So looks like a snow flurry. I just love it. Look at that. And then my final step sort of, is this clear shimmer spray from Avriel. I mean, you can use whatever shimmery, whatever you have. But I'm going to cut this one off so that I can, I don't get shimmer spray on anything else. Right, so set that aside. Okay, so now I'm feeling like that is, it does make it look a little bit like frost. I just love that. Right? So I wonder if I did this because this is, I wonder if I kind of flick some color down. That might give me another layer of interest, right? That's kind of cool. Maybe some purple too. But this one's waterier, so let's see what happens with that. I just want lots of color, lots of yeah, and now I'm feeling like, what if I do one more layer of watery? Oh, absolutely, Renee, absolutely. So I'm totally dreaming up some ideas to play with my gel pen, and right, so this is, I'm liking that, so let's let it sit just a little longer. Hi Karen, how are you? So now let's tap off. Oh, I'm loving that, you guys, because if you tap it off, then it's not as stark, but this looks so wintry wonderland, doesn't it? And then, so now I'm feeling like, now I want to spray it with my shimmer spray, and oh, I don't know that you would need bleach, Nance, because the water is the water will, if you just if your color is deep enough, the water on top of it, just flicked dots of water all by itself, is I think that's pretty dry, is going to provide lighter colors. I don't know. I mean, you could certainly try bleach. I'm just feeling like I want to do some Dr. P.H. Martin. So I'm going to get a skinny brush or a skinnier brush, I should say, and some Dr. P.H. Martins, and some water, right? And then let's just do that. because snow really doesn't have a pattern, does it? It's just quite random, and that's where the beauty comes in, I think. All right, so now I'm going to dry this. Oh, I haven't heard of that, Heels. Iridescent glaze. So is it in a pot that you paint, or is it like paste? What is it? I know. Isn't it crazy, Carmen, how much water this thin watercolor paper will take? I know. I think it's fabulous. I do. So just dry this. And you see it's curling up my paper, so we'll do that exercise in stretching out the, making sure that we stretch out the fibers in the paper. Oh my gosh, I'm loving this, you guys, because some of the Dr. P.H. Martin, by drying it with my heat tool, look, it's looking almost like bokeh in the background. Isn't that something? Oh, I'm loving it so much. Okay, so now we're going to do that thing where we bend the paper, rock it back and forth, walk it back and forth this way, right? Because that's going to, remember, that's going to break those fibers in that paper so that it'll lay flat. All right. So, I want mine really organic, so I'm not going to use my gel pen. I just decided. I can do it on the next one. So now I'm going to spray with this clear shimmer spray, and it's just going to, you could certainly do anything like this. It's just going to give it a shimmer, like fresh fallen snow, but it's going to, and I'm just going to set it aside to dry, and it's going to just give it an all over shimmer. It's going to, oh my God, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Now I can't wait to paint the next one. So now let's do the A2 size right here. And I'm feeling like for this one, let's do pinks and purples. Maybe a little light blue. But I'm really liking that technique where we just do like big splotches of color. So let's start out with this. In the Jane Davenport, it is, what is this color? Best Friend. So let's just do some pink, right? Let's get some more water. And we can do this one, which is Fairy Tale. So even more pinks. And then get some more water. And we're going to do this Mystic, which is the color that, the purple that I used with the blues over there on the other art printable. Oh, liquid pixie dust. That'll be pretty. I think that'll be lovely. Okay, so now what if we add just a little bit of this blue? Because it's going to kind of create kind of an almost periwinkle. I'm loving that. Isn't that pretty? All right, so now let's dry this. Oh, I'm so anxious to see everybody's, what they do. Do you know what I mean? How you, because all of your snowflakes are going to be one of a kind too, right? I feel like I need to poke that down with the end of a paintbrush. Jan, I absolutely loved your cards that you created yesterday. I love that you added a little burlap for some nice texture. I just loved it. I did. So this one, I'm feeling like, move that a little bit. Let's tap off this excess color. See if we get a nice, ooh, that's kind of cool. I hope it stays. Well, I don't know, but do you see how it has some of the pattern from the paper towel? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. If you're brand new here, if you would follow me on Facebook, follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs, I would greatly appreciate that. Lucy and who's the other new person I just saw? Welcome to our Madcapped Crazy group. Karen, if you would follow me, like I said, on Facebook, follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Corbiere-Scott Designs. And then if you would sign up to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Corbiere-Scott, then you will be welcomed with open arms to the most lovely, loving, encouraging, creative community ever. We just have a blast in there. We share in there. It's just the best. It's the best thing to come out of the pandemic, right? So be sure to, like I said, and then one of the questions to hear is, the third question is that I ask for your email. That's how you'll stay abreast of what's happening in the artsy world of Corbiere-Scott Designs. And if you feel so inclined, please send it early today, because I'll send out an email. I send emails out on Fridays. So I have a big one coming out today. And by big, just means that I'm actually, gonna do it. Oh my gosh, so much artsy inspiration in that group. So much artsy inspiration. You're right, Kills. Okay, so now I'm feeling like I want to deepen these. Somehow I felt like, I put some dark blue in there. Let's get some more of that hot pink. I'm really liking that. But I feel like maybe I need some more water. Look at that blue that I mistakenly put in there. It's just hogging it over. It's just taking over the whole shebang. So I think I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to tap it off. So I still get that little bit of that blue on there, but I can lighten it, right? And now let's go in with our pink. Yep, better. But holy tamale, my paint is so blue. Very bluey purple now. Like, I think I like it better when it's kind of spread out with water, so that we have quite a watery background. I think that, and even though I know that I'm going to be trimming this down with a die cut, I feel like I want to paint out as far as possible, because I really like that when the die cut goes right into the painted area. I love that. I think it's so pretty. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Hey, Pam Johnson. Are you here yet? Are you getting ready to come? All right. So So let's dry this. Let's see where we're going. I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to do a lot of the, well, next week, Renee, I think I'm going to foil them and then paint. So I have learned with my Mink machine so many possibilities, you guys. So I have learned that the you can foil before or after you paint. So that's a cool thing, right? So I kind of have some ideas in my noggin. 2 weeks! Pam, that's so cool. That's so cool. So we have this one deep area of purple. Let's tap that off. Look how pretty that is. But I feel like I really want to kind of deepen these colors a little bit. Or maybe we'll just do some. So we'll do both next week, Renee. We'll do both before and after. So you can see, so I can show you cool techniques that, you know, I'm just all about learning a new way to use the stuff that I love. You know, making new ways to use my art printables. And I just got a whole bunch of of foils from my friend Susan, who owns Paper Arts Edmond in Edmond, Oklahoma. She has an entire wall of foils. She was giving me a tour on FaceTime. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm loving it so much. Anyway, and there's a whole wall of foil, and I was like, stop! Go back! I want to see it all! So, anyway. I have so many colors. Oh, I can hardly wait. Next week I have a couple days I'm still doing lots of freelance drawing, but I do have a couple days where I could play a little bit more. So let's see. So is anybody painting along with me? That's what those squares were. What squares? Yes. Yes. When I think I posted them on my Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, and she also what was the other thing I got? She had that. Remember when I was talking about, I think it was with this Funky Fossil Design stamp set. Remember when I stamped with a color and then that color changed? Remember I was talking about, like, the one color that I used was called Juniper Pine, that is blue but turns purple when it gets wet. So you can have a really nice range of colors between blue and well, happy birthday, fellow Pisces, Renee. How are you? Oh, the stamp pads. So the stamp pads, that it was Catherine Pooler, and the one that I had seen someone else playing with online was called Queen for the Day. So I have that one because it breaks into two colors too. Again, purples and blues. So this time the stamp is purple, but it breaks into blue. And so I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so fun. Remember, we stamped the image with that ink, and then we just use water to pull some color. So we can play with that one again. Did you, are your colors deep, Sue? Like, do you have some deep coloring? Like for the water to show, it needs to be pretty saturated with color. Also, and you also need to let it dry. So dry it with your heat gun, or set it aside to dry in the sun, or wherever. But that means you have to be a patient person, and well, I'm not that. So those are my two suggestions. Let it dry, and make sure you have deep color on your image. So now I'm going to come in, and we're going to do the splatter with the pink. And then let's do the splatter with the purple. That's not my jam. So let's remember, we're going to dry this with our heat gun. I have 10 minutes, so I have enough to finish this, right? So I'm kind of doing the same methodology that I did with the slimline snowflakes. Oh, it was so pretty. Okay, so now let's do some white. So let's get a little bit of Dr. P.H. Martin's. Can I tell you how much I love this stuff? Because it doesn't bleed. Like the color underneath it doesn't pick up. And remember, we talked about all great art should have a little bit of black and a little bit of white, right? So this white, as soon as I put it on, did you notice how much the other colors start to pop? So just think about that when you're creating, to just make sure that you have a little bit of white and a little bit of black. So like my image is white, or excuse me, is black, right? And then my splatter is white. So let's see. I did, you know what? I did tap this off, didn't I? Because that's how it looked like bokeh. Let's try that. So let's look at this poor saturated. Oh, so pretty. But we can do some more. I mean, that's just it, right? We can do whatever we want. I just like layers and layers and layers, right? All right. Ugh. So now, do you hear them all coming down the stairs? Whole gang. So let's, we'll heat dry this, and then I'm feeling like I want to do this shimmer spray on this one too. Let's see. But first, I think I want to do that bend where we're just going to roll it over our finger underneath. Can you see what I'm doing there? Does that show? How that's just going to break those fibers, right? And then we can rock it back and forth this way, and then we can rock it back and forth this way. And you could do the same thing. You could roll it this way, right? And that will help break those fibers too, and it will lay flat. But then let's spray it with that shimmer spray. I think that will really so pretty. So the other thing that I was going to talk about was that once these are dry, we can certainly embellish. You're right, Andy. Be sure to check out, I will put a link to Funky Fossil Designs and High Supply, because they both have amazing products. But the one thing that I will say, like, High Supply has these beautiful clay snowflakes. They have, oh please, they have everything. But here's what I was thinking would be perfect on both of these snowy images. This is called Ice Confetti. So it's like a flat sequin, and that's just going to add some iridescent fun to that. But be sure to check them out. Here's clear saucers. Those are one of my favorites. I have many bags of clear saucers because it just adds a little tiny bit of dimension and more shimmer. So be sure to check them out. High Supply and Funky Fossil Designs. And like I said, be sure to follow them and like them on Facebook and Instagram, because they are so kind, and they're a small business who's just trying to make it through the pandemic and spread the good word about artsy things and provide cool, innovative products to their artsy pals. So be sure to follow them, like I said, and please follow and like me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That is so greatly appreciated. And let me know if you liked this. If you liked this, you know, not the giveaway, like, to get new free stuff, but the giveaway, like, the atmosphere, and if you liked the way that I did it, and if not, what I can do differently. And remember, we still have 2 more artsy days together. You still have time to sign up for Let's Get Artsy with Our Bibles, February 2021. That's tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, and we were going to do the tropical guitar. And then on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, we're going to, at 9 o'clock Arizona time, we're going to do 3 artsy entries into our art journals. And one was the grid painting that I talked about earlier today. So I hope that everybody had an amazing time, as much as me. I did. It was a fabulous, fabulous birthday party. Thank you all for coming. And I'll see you tomorrow. I can hardly wait to see what you created. Jan. Yay to more artsy days. Ain't that the truth? It just puts your headspace in a good place. And who can complain about that? No one. That's for dang sure. Thank you so much. I hope that everybody has an amazing day. And I hope that yes, and I hope everybody goes out and purchases the Aunt Chris printable. And one thing I was going to tell you, I will share it on my page today, but Aunt Chris's husband Tom is in desperate need of a lung transplant, and so there's a GoFundMe page if you feel so inclined. No pressure or anything. I just want to let you all know. I will put the link on my Corbiere-Scott Designs page so that you can put them in your prayers, send them positive vibes, and donate if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much for sharing my birthday with me. I adore you all. I can hardly wait to see what you all create with Aunt Chris. And I'll see you in the morning. Talk to you soon. Bye.